General Hospital's Valerie makes a prediction that Tracy Quarterman withdraws to help her son Ned Quarterman clear the case. That's when Jukin attacked Ned and claimed that Ned called the SEC. Then the SEC went to Collie Spencer and froze Collie's assist. Perhaps soon it would be Drew's turn. Tracy well knew her son was wrong, but Tracy's may have been the one who actually called the SEC before Nina Reeve suggested Martin Gray call the SEC. Fans have a big question as to why Martin just made the call when the SEC showed up. The SEC questioned Collie apparently immediately at Michael Corento's wedding. Tracy was probably the one who called the SEC first, and Martin, following Nina's suggestions, was just right at the time the SEC was on its way to the wedding to question Collie. Brooklyn Quarterman is someone who knows Tracy called the SEC and wants to expose the Jew, but Tracy stops and tells Brooklyn that she should repay Tracy because Tracy helped Harrison Jay's return to be in a cult. Brooklyn and Tracy will soon have a secret deal. Tracy tries to find who is to blame for the SEC case and wants Brooklyn to shut up. But Tracy doesn't know that the very act of finding people to blame and help Ned will bring great consequences, and in the end, it may be Tracy who is to blame. Tracy probably didn't know that Ned had threatened Drew and Collie before about calling the SEC, so Tracy just acted like that and didn't think about the current consequences. But somehow, Tracy will find out that Nina was the one who called the SEC after Tracy's call, so Tracy will blame all the blame on Nina. But in reality, Nina was the one who asked Martin to call the SEC and Nina did not call the SEC. So Tracy won't have any evidence against Nina. Maybe Tracy will ask Chase for help because Chase thinks it's thanks to Tracy that Chase was able to return to the police job. And now it's time for Chase to repay Tracy. Brooklyn will prevent Chase from accepting help with Tracy. Brooklyn argued that Tracy is responsible because it was Tracy who called the SEC before Nina. Nina is appearing is just a coincidence, but Brooklyn assumes that Nina is not at fault in this. Meanwhile, Tracy has threatened Brooklyn that if Brooklyn continues to stop what Tracy is doing, Tracy will not consider Brooklyn as a granddaughter. Tracy could even confess to the authorities that Tracy played dirty to get Chase reinstated. Tracy knew that if Chase found out that Brooklyn has asked Tracy for help with Chase's affair, Brooklyn and Chase's relationship would become very strained. The reality is that Chase will eventually get the truth and Chase won't accept the way Brooklyn helped Chase.